Hey doggos. It's a little bit of an overcast day today. The mission today is to fence out a new field. Our sheep are ravaging through the pastures and it's time for a move. And a little bit later on today we're going to be moving the chickens. I don't know if you can see from here, but they've been over there for a couple of weeks. It's longer than I'd normally like to keep them, but there's an area of grasses that I don't want, so I've put them over there to try and weaken them off, and I will be ploughing for the autumn and hopefully re-sowing in the spring with some new grass seed. Okay, so I guess on that note,
I have to say, it's pretty hard to believe that these guys are going to be big enough to go outside in 2 weeks. Incredible how quickly they grow, how much they eat, and how much they poop.
okay, so I think enough of the cuteness. Let's go and see the sheep. Okay, so that's a worry. It looks like the electric fence is shorting out quite badly. I have no doubt one of those pesky little lambs has tried to escape the fence. Let's go and see what we're dealing with. Yeah, this field is looking pretty munched. Have you not had your fill of apples? Oh, hello. Yeah. Good girl. Hello, young lady. Hello. Hello, young lady. Hey, lambos. I'd love to come and give the lambs a little bit of love, but that's sketchy. Let's see. Oh! Let's go see what's going on. I mean, I can see a lot of areas where the lower line is in the grass. So I am feeling confident that it's just a case of hitting the strimmer, sorting the problem out. We're going to be adding around another 3 lines around the new field, so I think we're going to be adding around another 1,500 meters of fence line to this energizer. So I suspect I'll probably either strim the bottom here or just disconnect the lower line. Not worry too much about the sheep escaping, because they're going to have a whole new field of pasture. You can certainly see the areas of less desirable grasses. They've taken down everything worth eating and just trampled and sat on the rest of it. Well, the fence line looks fine, so I think it's just shorting out. Nice little job the dogs have left for me. They're always after a mole. Was that you, Marley? Huh? That dog. As a true Englishman, I think at this point, before we go to the forest to go and get some poles, let's have a cup of tea. Okay, so after a cup of tea and a unplanned nap, we're ready to go. I'm going to grab the chainsaw, some ear protection, and we're going to head off over. Okay, off to the forest we go.
When you're close to me, I'm feeling high when I'm low. I'm feeling you. I'm broken when you're not around.
Okay, so realised that my memory card had got completely full, so I went upstairs, reformatted my memory card, had a little look at the video, realised I was in desperate need of a shave. So I've dealt with the shave, had another cup of tea, and now we will finally try and get some posts driven into the ground. The weather is looking like it's about to rain, so let's see what we can get done. So the way that the weather is at the moment, I feel like there's a strong possibility that we're not going to get this job done today. But let's give it a good old sporting try, shall we say. Right, so first job is to cut the grass. Now, I've got enough in between posts for around 100 metre for each lane, so I'm going to quickly pace this out now and give us a rough idea. I'm about 94 metres, so that isn't a bad, that's not a bad run. I think we get about another 5 metres across, and I'll stick a post in. Being the disorganised human that I am, I have, well, forgotten half my tools. So let's go get the tools and let's try and get this job done. God, I don't know if I'm going to fit all these in here. For this particular field, we're only going to put in 3 lines rather than 4, so I'm going to adjust the spacings on this a little bit and then just use this to put up against the poles that I've put in so that I can put the insulators in. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think the best thing for us to do now is to start putting them in. Let's get rocking and rolling. Now these don't have to be perfect, as long as they are roughly right. Trial and error over the last few years has got me roughly to where we need to be. I have to say, when the lambs are a bit smaller, there is very, very little chance that you're going to keep them in with just these lines. You're going to spend most of your day chasing lambs and their distressed mothers around the field. Nice, we're looking good. So I finished the fencing. Sorry I didn't get the rest of it in, I was just running out of time. As you can see, there's a sea of white posts with 3 lines. The field itself is about 1.3 hectares. I think it should be enough to get through for the rest of the season, or certainly enough for my field to grow back. So the only thing we left to do really is to see if we can entice the sheep over. Come on! Come on! Well, I would say that was a successful mission. So I need to move the chickens. I think at this point I will say toodles!